It's been a very interesting week in the mayor's race. Carl DeMaio's friends on the far right sent a mailer to Republicans attacking me for standing with Democrats. Bob Filder's friends on the far left sent a mailer to Democrats attacking me for standing with Republicans. And they're both right. I will stand with anyone who has good ideas. I will stand with anyone whose agenda and interest is moving our city forward. And these mailers really highlight the broken political system. They highlight everything that's wrong with our environment today. The problem with politics today is that you aren't allowed to stand with someone of a different party, even if you agree with their ideas. These types of games are the very reason that I became an independent. They're the very reason and thing that highlights the differences between the candidates in this race. The solutions will not come from the far left or from the far right. They're going to come from all of us being willing to work together. And as mayor, I will be an independent voice, willing to stand with anyone, even have my picture taken, if it means we're focusing on a solution and we're moving San Diego forward into a better future. Thank you for coming, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
What do you say to critics that say that you're just fanning the flames of this narrative that you've established since you went independent, and that that you're just trying to draw attention to yourself by doing stuff like this?
Well, yeah, the ads are drawing attention to the fact. I'm literally on the exact same day, Craig, on the exact same day in the mailbox, Republicans got a mailer that said, look at him, he stands with Jerry Brown. That's got to be bad. And Democrats got a mailer that said, look at him, he stands with John McCain. That's got to be bad. That is exactly what's wrong with our environment, and I've demonstrated my entire time in office a willingness to stand with anyone who wants to move us forward. And I really think the fact that both of these hit, one from the party on the far right, one from the party on the far left, with completely contradictory messages on the exact same day, highlights and demonstrates the real contrast and difference in the candidates in this race.
Can you do one-on-one stuff afterward?
Yeah. Good. Is that any? Yeah, right.
I mean, your campaign has released plenty of attacks as well. Isn't this just what happens in a campaign? I mean, you're running against a Democrat and a Republican, and they're attacking you as an opponent. And it seems to be a real difference in what you're doing tonight.
No, I think I say it completely different. If you're going to criticize someone for their position, for their vision, for their energy, the fact that you on one day have those on the far right who attack you with Republicans and say you're guilty of standing with Democrats, and you have someone on the far left who attacks you with Democrats and says you're standing with Republicans, I think is the irony of all ironies, and really demonstrates my track record, which is the willingness to stand with anyone, willingness to focus on solutions, and it also demonstrates that somehow because you stood with someone that of a different party, that you're not to be trusted. And I think that is everything that's wrong with today's partisan environment. I think it's completely fair to point out someone's positions on an issue, point out a difference in their vision for our city. But I think this really highlights the challenges of politics today. I think it really highlights the differences in the candidates.
So it's the nature of the attack, not the attack itself.
All right, thanks everyone. Thank you.